I know that the work you do. Look, you cannot get the true Islam busted. What you get busted is the Ahl al-Sunnah wal Jama'ah sect.
Okay.
You do a very good job of getting them busted. I agree with you. But you cannot get busted the true essence of worshiping the true creator.
Okay, let's see. So the Sunnah, I can get them busted. So I cannot. So are you the one who follow the true religion of Islam?
Look, CP, at the end of the day, brother, what I want to tell you is that it's not about causing division. It's not about
No. Let's focus on the topic. Let's focus.
calling people
Let us
Abdul.
let
It's
us
not
focus.
about
Let
calling
us
people
focus on that. I don't call
It's
people Abdul.
about trying to
My
get
friend,
back
my friend.
to what the true essence
Okay,
of
the true
worshiping
essence.
God
Okay,
is
what is
all
the true
about.
of essence? You see, you said to me, I can get the Muslim Sunni busted. So what are you?
Okay. For example, I heard you mentioned on a number of occasions
Yeah.
that where did the so-called Muslims get the 5 daily prayers? Did you say that before?
Sure.
And did you say that the 5 prayers is not from the Quran?
It is not.
It is not.
No.
Okay. So as of now, I pray at minimum 3. Now, if somebody wants to pray 5 or 7, that's fine. But the minimum is 3. The Jews are praying 3. That's fine. I will let the Hadith go. And I even accept the Bible as a book, but I just believe in tahrif. Do you know what tahrif is?
Well, yeah, tell me what tahrif is. No.
I believe that we have scriptures and scrolls which came from the creator, but there's been tahrif over time.
Okay.
Tahrif has been some changes of placements and interpretation, and this goes for the Quran too.
Okay. So what book you follow now?
But at the end of the day, you have to extract the wisdom. I accept the Bible. I accept Quran. I get back to what Tawheed is about.
What Tawheed?
Okay?
What Tawheed is about?
Worshipping one God and not worshipping any false.
How you worship one God? You just said Tawheed. Tawheed means unification.
Okay, see that it really, you see that stuff, it really doesn't matter at the end of the day.
No, it matter.
CP.
It matter.
It doesn't
because
matter.
you just said to me, you yourself, that you discover what is Tawheed. This is the essence of your religion. And then you worship.
At the end of the day, CP,
and I said to
it's
you,
about the.
No, hold on. You said, and I said to you, what Tawheed is? It said worshiping one God. Okay, but Tawheed does not mean you have one God. Tawheed mean you have many. Tawheed mean unification. If Allah is one, how you are going to unify the one?
Brother, at the end of the day, I want to worship the one who created
I'm
everything.
not asking you about you like to worship. I'm asking you about the word.
Do you want to call him by the name of Elohim?
No.
Or
Listen,
the name of Hashem?
you are just,
or Allah?
you are just
it
being,
depends.
What you are trying to say, I don't believe in books. I don't believe in. I have my own philosophy.
No, I believe in the books.
No, you don't.
Believe in the book.
No, you don't.
But I believe in tahrif.
No, but that's mean you don't. That's mean you don't.
Tahrif.
That mean you don't have a book you can trust. Correct?
We have to deduct. We have to look at the books and see what's in agreement with it, and even,
Okay, give me one chapter in the Quran you agree with.
So a lot of, there, and then another thing, CP, is you have to sometimes.
You see, my friend, you're running away from my question.
You have to extract philosophy. You have to extract wisdom.
Okay, how you extract?
You have
because
to take examples.
My friend,
you have to look at things.
A liar, he can speak wisdom too.
Christians and Jews say the same thing. We look at things as a time.
Hold on.
Interpretation.
A liar, he can
interpretation.
speak. A liar can speak wisdom too. Who said that liar they don't speak wisdom? Who said to you that liars are not smart? Who said to you liars they are not like can deceive? They are the professional liar. So when you speak about extracting wisdom, what is wisdom exactly? Give me an example of wisdom in the Quran. Go ahead.
Look, at the end of the day, you guys have pointed out that there have been some diacritical changes. Okay, I don't necessarily trust. Some of the caliphates, what they did, I don't trust them, frankly
This is
speaking.
another question. You see, jihad,
So
jihad, jihad.
so
Can you
this
can
is
you
this
focus
is
with me for a second? Can you focus with me?
we're
You
talking
said
about the
you
tahrif.
said you
This is
can
tahrif
you
here.
said you can extract a wisdom from the Quran. Give me an example of
You
wisdom.
can extract the wisdom from the Bible too.
Give me forget about the Bible. Give me an example of the wisdom in the Quran.
It's a little bit difficult to pull up at the
So
top of my head, but
from the whole book, you don't remember one wise things
no,
from the Quran?
actually, okay, look, Surah Al-Baqarah,
Yeah.
in my opinion,
Uh-huh.
Surah Al-Baqarah
Yeah.
contains a lot of hikmah, a
Uh,
lot of wisdom.
like what? Like the guy was killed, and then they beat him by some beef, and then he come back to life, and then he told who killed him. Do you know what they call it? Al-Baqarah. Al-Baqarah mean the cow. Why it's
It's a
called?
very long, it's a very, very, it's the longest surah of the whole
I don't
Quran.
care how can be a wisdom chapter for you when obviously the chapter is a stupid chapter. Muhammad, he speak about a Jewish guy was killed, and the people ask Moses, find out, ask your God who is the one who did kill this guy. So Allah told him, okay, go and get some beef, kill a cow, and he described the cow for him, and then beat the guy with the beef.
I'm going to
And
show you, okay. For example, when the Quran says in the so I mean, the Quran, for example, it's referring to al-suhuf al-ula, al-suhuf Ibrahim wa Musa. So what does that mean, CP? It
what does that
means
mean?
it basically means that the Arabs of that time held the early scripture into high esteem. So I definitely will read the early scripture.
How the Arab they met Ibrahim?
So the Arabs were a bunch of pagan Arabs who, and by the way, Hajj. I don't agree with Hajj. I don't agree with Hajj.
I don't care.
Okay,
I don't care. This is
I
another
agree
question.
with you about that.
No, I don't. This is another question. How and when Abraham he went to meet the Arab?
So that's why the Prophet was sent for the Arabs. So you have a point when you say that it's not
so
for
you
the
are
whole
saying,
mankind. It
you are
was
saying
for the Arabs.
The Quran lie when he said the Quran says that the Abraham is the one who left up the base of the Kaaba. He built it up.
Listen, I don't know about who built the Kaaba.
Okay,
or
let's
what.
go back to zero. You said the books of Abraham and Moses. Do you have any of them?
We have what we have now, and
What do you
to
have?
the
What do you
extent
have?
that
No, hold on, hold
they
on.
agree.
So why you are mentioning to me? Why the Quran says this is the verses you are mentioning? This is the book in the earliest revelation, and this is the books of Abraham and Moses. Okay, this is the books of Abraham and
Many
Moses.
times,
So
many
okay,
times the Torah
how you mean?
and
Why
the
you
Injil.
mention it? Why you mention it if you don't have it? What is the benefit?
CP, let me explain to you how I approach things.
I don't,
I look at the Torah.
jihad. You see what you are doing. You are just let me explain how I see, how I notice, how I believe. This is not what I'm talking about. We are talking about religion, not about an individual drinking his coffee in his bedroom, and he's telling me
I
what he
know,
think.
but all you do is go
What?
after the
No,
Sunnah,
no,
and
no,
that's
no.
not what
I
I'm
go after the Shia.
subscribing
Name
to
for
anymore.
me. Islam is sect. There have to be a sect. Name for me one Muslim. It's you yourself. You just denied that the Quran. You just told me the Quran is a fake book full of false revelation.
I believe there is some tahrif, but I didn't say that
So
we
I
should say
ask
it's
you,
completely a
I
bad
ask
book.
you,
It's
okay,
completely something not to
as long
follow.
you believe that there is some change in the Quran, somebody added something to the Quran, then this book is not trustworthy. If I can trust one, if I can change,
But isn't it you that also believes that the Bible is
no.
inspired by God
Yeah,
but
we
written
believe in
by
inspire.
man? So that there's
We don't believe
so that
we don't believe in
so
corrupted.
then there's tahrif.
We don't believe in corruption. We don't.
And even they say you have to know the Hebrew language itself to be
No,
able to get the true
that's
meaning.
not true. Knowing the
That's
language.
why the Jews themselves, they
Okay.
do advertisements on YouTube to say if you want to learn the true Torah, you come to Hebrew.
For sure,
They even
knowing the language will save you a lot and make you understand better. But my friend,
you grasp
but
some nuances that
that
way
will
when you
not
know the
change.
language.
But that will not change the fact that You as a Muslim, you are very confused, and now you are trying to escape from
I
the
agree with
reality.
you on a lot of things you say about those Sahih Bukhari
What about
and
the
Sahih
Quran?
Muslim.
But you agree.
I mean
But you
those I mean
agreed.
those books. Most of them, if it comes to it,
But you
I will
agree.
use them as toilet paper. I don't care.
But you agree with the
I'm talking
Quran.
about what is the truth.
But you agree that the Quran is the white paper too, because you just said the Quran is corrupt book.
No, I'm not going to say such a thing like that. I'm just saying that when we approach any scripture, whether it be the Bible or the Quran, we have to know that there's some tahrif, but we have to take from it
You just
what
say
is
this is.
worshiping
You
God
just say this
about.
is the scriptures, correct?
You have to be. I don't look
You
at it
just
as,
say,
oh,
Jihad. You just say the
it's all
scripture.
the scriptures. It's all the
What
scriptures.
scripture mean?
You have the Torah, you have the
No. Tell
Gospel,
me what
you have the
scripture mean. I'm not
Quran.
asking you which book. I'm asking you what the word scripture mean.
It's written language.
It's what?
It's written language
I
in the
have my,
form of a book.
I wrote many books. Are there scriptures too?
They are religious holy books, scripts. You know, even the
Okay,
Sikhs
but
and the Hindus, they have
okay.
scriptures.
So
And even the Hindus,
Jihad, you are wasting my time. I ask you a specific question, you escape it. So when Muhammad he claimed to be a prophet, he ever spoke to his God?
so in the way that Moses did, no.
This is not the
But
question. Did he ever spoke to his God? Either he say he did or he did not.
okay, so in the case of Moses, for
This is not
example,
the
when
question.
God
This is not the
spoke to
question,
him,
Jihad. Don't
he
waste my
spoke
Jihad.
directly,
Jihad,
correct?
you know me. I don't like people to play games with me. The question is, did Muhammad
No,
speak to his God?
we
I don't care how
from
Moses spoke or not.
from what we know,
Moses, he called by iPhone,
CP,
no
you
problem.
interrupt.
Jihad,
CP, you
Jihad.
interrupt. You
No, this is
interrupt.
not my question. Did Muhammad speak to his God? Yes or no?
Not
No.
directly, but through the
Not directly.
Jibreel,
Either you tell
from
me he
what we
spoke to, did
understand.
he speak to him? Yes or no?
Not direct.
So he did not speak to him.
Well,
So
CP. It depends
how you trust a man?
how Hashem wants to
How you
deliver the
follow a
message.
man, Jihad? How you follow a man? He himself never spoke to his God.
Did every single prophet speak to Hashem directly?
Well, so how they receive their prophecy then? From whom? They receive a
In
fax.
in some cases, didn't Jibreel appear in the Bible?
Show me. Yeah, Jibril appeared to Mary, but she is not a prophet.
Okay, so Jibreel is going back to the biblical tradition, isn't it?
No, but he
Okay,
is not. But she
so
is not a prophet. She did not say, "I received revelation from scriptures, and I'm going to teach you." No, she received that. She explained to her that she is going to have a child, and that's it. But she is not a prophet. Because she is the one who would have the child. So she been taught. She been told why and how she would have it. So that's all. But she is
what I'm
not a
saying to you,
prophet. I'm
CP,
asking
what I'm
you. You
saying to
see.
you, CP, the
So
definition of the Quran is
Muhammad
a
never saw his
recitation.
God. Never Muhammad is never spoke to his God, and there
It
is
came
no
to the Arabs.
witnesses that Muhammad ever spoke to an angel. And not only that, in the top of that, Muhammad, if he received, even Muhammad himself, he claimed in the Quran, he says that he received satanic verses. And even the Quran says that Allah will delete the satanic verses. How we can be sure that all the Quran is not satanic verses?
How do we be sure the whole Quran is not satanic verses?
How? As long as the
Because
Quran contain that.
because we have to have a criterion.
What is the criteria? Go to me. Tell me.
We have to have a criterion.
What is
So
that?
I mean, so we could basically say what is good and what is bad.
What is good?
What comes from
Is
God
beating your wife?
and what
Is beating
and
your
what
wife?
for
Is
what
beating your wife is good, Jihad?
you know, this is a permissible thing, which I believe is okay.
It's okay to
And
beat your wife.
in certain cases, yes.
Like what?
But
what cases?
if she is, maybe she goes out too much and she drinks alcohol,
So
then
what about if
know,
you
if you
okay? So if you drink alcohol, can your wife beat you?
No.
Why not?
because I'm the man and that's just the way it is.
Okay, she can
So
hire me
that's
and I
that.
can come up and beat you, no problem.
Okay, my friend,
If she pay me
let me get
$25, I mean, your logic is stupid. So you are the man and she is the
because the man
woman.
is in
So she
charge,
is
and
weak. Well,
even
she can hire,
everybody
she can ask
believes
her
that.
brother, she can ask her brother or her dad to come and beat you up.
Yes, exactly.
Okay,
Yes,
so what
that's
kind of
because
religion? What kind
then
of
her
religion?
family will
What kind
get,
of
yes.
religion? Justice is missing. Justice is missing. Secondly, you give me a false
No, no,
excuse.
justice is not missing.
Is missing. For sure it's missing. Because the Quran says if a woman became like you fear that there will be a rebellion, you can beat
The
them.
Imam Ja'far as-Sadiq spoke a lot
So now
about
you are a so
justice.
you are now you are a Shia.
I acknowledge some of the works of the Imams.
Okay.
Um, I acknowledge
Do you
some of
believe the
their
Imam
works.
words, Ja'far as-Sadiq?
Well, I mean, I don't know
What
the
kind of shoes
details
you,
of
what
all the
kind of
Imam.
shoes you wear,
Okay, I
Jihad?
know. Okay, yeah. So there's some funny stuff there
What do you
too,
mean
but
funny? A
it
second
doesn't.
ago you said you believe in what he teach you, and those people they taught you if you wear black shoes, your private part will never function.
Okay, but that's the difference about so the word Shia technically means deviant. So whenever I mean, there's different schools of thought there, but everybody's pretty. It's not like how the Sunnah school of thought is, where it's believe this or that's it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I mean, it's basically how do you want to interpret things, CP? So you mentioned a minute ago about the Quran, how we know this. Well, maybe to the extent that it agrees with the Bible, the Torah,
My
in a
friend,
lot of ways, we can say
you are over all over the place. You said to me,
no.
you accept what the Imam
Brother, some
Sadiq he
of those
said.
imam, but they used to go
Okay,
back to my friend.
so
Many of the
so
scholars,
can
they
you tell me
used to go to the
one
Bible to
thing
get
your Shia Imam?
interpretation.
Can you tell me one thing your
They
Shia
they
Imam he said is true?
they would read the Bible
Is it
to get
true? Is it true your
interpretations about
Imam,
the
the one?
prophets and Moses.
Is it true that your Imam said that the one who drink the piss of the Imam he go to heaven?
I have no idea, and I don't, and that is I mean, that's not something
Is
I
it
would drink
true?
the
Is it true
piss.
your Imam he says if you eat carrot, your penis would stand like a like the power of
Well, well, vegetables are good for your penis,
okay,
but
all right,
that's
carrot.
one thing.
Yeah, if you eat carrot, it's so okay. Now,
Yeah, I mean,
is
vegetables are provide health for that area. I'm sure. I've heard. I've
okay,
read.
okay,
So yeah.
all right. So okay, let us
But
see. Let us okay. Hold on. Let us see some of the
CP,
things.
you're missing the brother.
Is it
Okay,
true? Is it true? Is it
CP.
true that
Yeah,
if you speak,
CP.
if you speak during
Oh God,
sex,
it's just
in what you are saying?
CP. It's not. It's I mean, why do you want to go to these funny
You are the
things?
one who mentioned to me. You
These
said to me,
silly things.
you said to me, I bust the Muslim Sunni, but your Shia is way more stupid.
Look, CP. You know that in this day and age, it's not about what you think. Coming back and spreading the caliphate and this and that. We are in the end times, so I mean,
Hmm.
it's
Jihad,
this is the end times.
you speak Arabic?
I do speak Amia Arabic,
Okay,
but my
okay.
reading is
Read for me
weak.
Allah. According to your Shia Imams, that the one who speak during sex, his son will be mute.
Okay, my friend, this is all
Do you
fine,
speak when
but
you are
what does
having sex
but
in Jihad?
CP? But what I'm saying is, yeah, this is funny. I don't care
What do you mean funny?
if I. But I mean,
The whole books are stupid.
but brother, why don't we get
If you
back to
wear
the
a yellow
issues
shoes, your
such?
penis would be strong. If you wear black shoes, your penis would never work. A guy he complained to
So
the
why can't we
imam.
get back
He
to the
said to
issue?
him, "Hold on." A guy he came to the imam. He said to him, "The imam of Allah, the descendant of Muhammad. I have 7 children. All of them they are girls, and I cannot have one boy. What I should do?" He said, "You stand behind her and you push it hard, and each time you push it hard, you spank her and you scream, 'Ya Ali, Ya Ali, Ya Ali,' 7 times, and then you will have a boy." And then that guy, he gets 7 boys after that. So you
Yeah, I
said to
mean,
me,
it shouldn't
you
come
said
as a surprise. It shouldn't
you
come as a
said to
surprise
me,
to you that the Arabs.
that I bust the Shia, but you're Sunni, you're the Sunni, but your Shia books is even more stupid.
I mean, I'm not saying that there's not some funny stuff, but it doesn't necessarily. But you see, within the Shia, that nobody says you have to believe everything. You just interpret. It's about interpretations, and you look at some of the imams for
So
how they interpret
what
things,
this religion? Okay,
and
hold on. So what this religion is
and they
about?
even read the Bible, my friend. They
You don't
interpret the
have to
Bible.
believe.
They
You don't have
interpret
to
the Bible.
believe everything. So what the heck with this religion? So what we should believe, what should not believe?
CP, my point in calling you was to try to explain that I don't really look at the scriptures as different. I look at the Torah coming in
Jihad, you don't have
one
scriptures. You
time,
know,
the Quran coming in the
confused
Arabs'
person.
time,
No, you are just a
and
confused
this is
person.
and we
No,
need to worship one
I
God.
remember you calling me once, and you were laughing at the Quran and Islam, aren't you? And you decided to leave Islam actually.
That was a very long time ago because I was missing the mark. I
Oh,
was missing the mark on what God is
so
all
what God is
about.
about? Go ahead. Tell me who's your God?
My God is the God of Adam, of
No, this is
course.
not a question. Who's
Okay,
your God? Who's your God?
he's the one who create. He's the
But
creator.
this is not an answer. Who is the one? Who is your God?
Whether you want to call him Elohim or
I'm not
Hashem
asking you
or
for. I'm not
Allah,
asking you for what you call him. I'm saying who is your God?
my friend, I worship God every
You
day.
don't know who's God, so you are just worshiping names and to give a description like he create this, he create, but there's no proof. You are you are hippie,
The
like
intention of
like
my heart.
the hippies. What they say, there's
No,
a
no, no,
power. I
no.
believe in energy. I am in good energy, but but the second I ask you who's your God, you
No,
are
it's not like this, my
okay.
friend.
So who is your God?
It's
Okay, I'm asking you who's your God.
My God is the one who created Adam.
Who is the one who created Adam?
In the Hebrew language, he's called Hashem. In Arabic, he's called
Who is
Allah,
Hashem?
Elohim.
Who is
The one
Elohim?
who my God is the one who spoke to Moses in the bush.
You see, you are not telling me who is your God. You keep telling me
That's him.
you are stealing information from other religion. You have nothing to do with it, and you are a person who follow Muhammad. You don't follow the Jews, and now you are stealing names. It's not even existing in your Quran. Is your Quran name your God as Hashem or Elohim or Yahweh or etc.?
It
No,
doesn't, but what I know is that the scholars and imams, they would look to the Bible for certain interpretations on the earlier
no, but
scriptures, which is perfectly valid because it's just one
they
time
look. The reason they
in
look because
history, and
Muhammad.
then you come to
They,
the Arab time in
they look
history.
because the
What's wrong
Quran.
with that?
Okay, look what you just said. You just said that your scholars they have to look at our Bible in order to understand something in the Quran, correct?
Right.
Okay,
In some cases.
okay,
Some cases.
that means thank you for saying that. That's mean the Quran is a stupid book because Allah in the Quran he claimed that he made the Quran in a great
They
details.
all are kind of in a continuum with each
No,
other,
no. You
CP.
see,
But I believe in the same God as you.
you
He's
Muslims, you
one.
follow the Quran
But the
only.
Trinity is no, no, no.
How you can say they are they complete each other when you believe in the Quran only, and the Quran claim that Allah he
But the
explained the
Quran
book.
says إن هذا في الصحف الأولى صحف إبراهيم. So صحف
You keep
إبراهيم
repeating the same thing. I asked you, do
Okay.
you have the books of Ibrahim? You don't. You
So
don't even have one page of Ibrahim.
so what does that mean?
What
That
Ibrahim
means that the
mean?
Quran
Do you know
is
even what Ibrahim? Do
acknowledging.
you know even what Ibrahim mean?
My friend, but who does know this stuff?
We know. You
It's
see,
not
you
common
just said to
knowledge.
me. You said to me 2 minutes ago. You have to go to the
Abraham.
Bible so you can understand
In some
in the Bible
situations.
because this is the book of the truth. You find who is Ibrahim and what Ibrahim mean. You find what Isaac is about. Who is Isaac? What is Isaac mean? You can find in the Hebrew language all those answers. But because you are following a thief, you have no idea. Like okay, you Muslim, you call your God Allah. What Allah mean?
But what's your
I'm
proof,
asking you what
CP?
Allah mean. What Allah mean? Is that an Arabic word?
It means the God.
Who said that?
Al is the and La is God.
Al is a word mean God, you mean?
يعني هذا يعني الكتاب, the book.
Okay.
So
So
when you
al,
say
you are using
Allah,
as Arabic today. The Da la. Okay, that's mean your God. His name is La.
No, it just basically linguistically it's the God. But like for
My friend,
example,
my friend. Okay, tell me
why did God reveal it to
tell me
Moses
the
as
two words.
Elohim? I am. All he said.
Jihad.
So your God, his
No,
name is I
jihad,
am.
jihad.
Your God's name is I am.
Focus with me.
So you worship I
Focus with
am.
me. Focus with me. You just said Allah.
Elohim means I
You
am.
just said Allah is the God, right? The God, correct? You said that. Do we agree?
Okay.
Okay. So what is the
Allah.
what is the what is the is al, correct? Correct?
Al.
Okay.
The.
Al, and what is the second word? La.
La.
No, la.
La. But
Exactly.
you pronounce it.
Your God name is La. So thank you very much. Go right now and search on Google. You will find that La is the moon god. Thank you. Allah. Al, according to Arabic today, Al is or mean the. La is the name of your
But
God.
CP, but at the end of the day, brother.
You
At
keep
the end of the
saying,
day, brother CP.
Jihad. You keep saying to me at the end of the day, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, as we say, your God, his name is La. Or what it take me 2 minutes, a minute, a second to go to Google and I can search God.
But why does it matter about the language? Because it depends who
matter
you're
because this is the
speaking
name
to.
of your God and we need to find who is this God. So if we go on right now and search for La, then we will find that La
So
is
the
the
Quran says,
La
other
is the
people can go to heaven.
La is La is the moon god, as you see. The moon god, this is the moon god, Allah is and you are the one who agree that your God name is La. So your God is the moon god.
It's not so much the moon god as a symbol that the Arabs had back in the day because they revered the moon, and God is the one that created the moon. It's sort of like a symbol of the Arabs. And yes, it has a lot to do with the Arabs, and this is what came to the Arabs, but
But this
they
is
were
not
pagans.
but this is not an Arabic word. This is an Aramaic word.
Well, I mean, Arabic, it comes from Aramaic. CP, come on, dude.
Okay.
Are you
So
serious? Arabic comes from
okay.
Aramaic.
La is a very well-known God name of the moon god, and there is the moon god, the sun god. And even your Quran says that when Abraham he decided to follow a God, he worshiped a God, his name is Akbar, correct?
Who said okay, a God, his name is Akbar. So you said before that God is Al-Rahman or Al-Akbar or something like that. Now there's sifat, but I mean, I don't know if you're trying to say that it's a different God.
When the first time your prophet he used the word Ar-Rahman.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
When the first time he mentioned that?
Well, wouldn't that go back to the first surah that was revealed?
My friend, this is the first surah revealed. Muhammad, after almost before he died, he started using the word Ar-Rahman. So the question is, how come he never used the word Rahman before? How come this name appears suddenly? Muhammad never used it. And now many years.
How come there's a whole? Well, then how come there's a whole? Well, let me push back on you a little bit on that one, because if he revealed the Quran within the span of his life, then how did we have the verse Ar-Rahman?
Read with me, chapter 17, verse number 110.
No, I'm talking about Surah Ar-Rahman.
I'm talking about first time your prophet he mentioned the word Rahman. Do you see it on the screen?
At the okay, are you live?
Yeah, I'm live. What do you think? You text me without knowing?
Okay, are you on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay, let me
you can open your phone if you want. Chapter 17, verse 110.
No, I want to just follow the screen on YouTube, and I'll read it from you to see what you have on. I just need a minute.
Okay.
to go to your channel and see where the live stream is. Okay?
No problem.
But I don't know what point you're trying to make here.
I'm showing you that your prophet is a liar. First time he mentioned Ar-Rahman was way after he announced himself a prophet, many years after.
Can you prove this, or is this?
Absolutely.
You
You're
know,
talking to Christian Prince.
I mean, I know you say a lot of, I mean, there's some good arguments that you give, but there are some cases
Let us
I do
let us
believe
see if this is a good argument or not.
you
Do you see it in the screen
you
or not yet?
twist you twist things in a certain way.
I twist the arms of Muslims always. Yeah. Now
Okay,
read.
so what I seen.
Now read it with me. Is it in front of you?
It says call upon Allah.
Okay.
Or upon Rahman.
Exactly.
By whatever name you call upon him.
Yeah, because this is the first time.
By whatever name
hold
you
on,
call
hold on,
upon
hold on,
him.
hold on, hold on.
Whether
this is the first time. Hold on.
Whether it's I am.
Did you ask yourself why he is saying this? Like, hold on. No.
Come back to God.
You are talking to Christian
Come
Prince.
back to God.
If we go,
I'm inviting you.
You don't know God. You are worshiping idols, and you are a Muhammad, and you have no God. Listen, this is the chapter of Al-Isra, chapter 17, but this is the chapter number 50. So today Quran is chapter number 17, but in the original revelation according to Islam it is number 50, and this is both the Shia and the Sunni agree upon. So Muhammad, he received the name Ar-Rahman after 50 chapter, which mean half of his life as a prophet is gone, and today is the first time he mentioned the word Rahman. How in the world this verse Ar-Rahman or this word Ar-Rahman now later appear in the front of every chapter? And then why Allah never mentioned this name? If you go and read the interpretation, you will see that there is a guy, his name is Rahmanul Yamama. He claimed to be the prophet of Allah, and then he sent him the prophet of Ar-Rahman. He sent him a message, a letter, says in the name of Rahman. And then the Arab, when Muhammad he wrote back, he says in the name of Allah Ar-Rahman. The Arab, they say to him, well, look like Muhammad now today.
So it sounds, CP, it sounds to me that the prophet was just using the word Rahman, which means merciful, as a way to describe his Lord.
Rahman is coming from the word Raham, which means the womb.
So this is a case where I'm like, okay, where do you get this stuff?
Where I got this stuff in the front of me. Here we go. I can show it to you. What do you want?
I mean, so you cannot accept
my friend Jehad. You know you are talking to who, right? So don't tell me where you get this from. People will laugh. So either you can stand your ground and you say, I challenge you, show me, prove me.
At the end of the day, I need to make sure, because a part of you is a show businessman
who wants to come if I'm a show business now, okay, I'll prove to you that I'm show businessman.
All the Christian community of the world, they rely upon you to translate Arabic.
You are like a person who have no.
They treat you like a prophet. They basically treat you like a prophet.
No, every day when I finish, I say, "This is your brother Christian Prince."
Whatever you
serving
say,
you, my friend. Don't waste my time. Don't waste my time. Every time I speak, I say, "This is your brother Christian Prince was serving you humbly for today." I never claim to be anything. I'm not a priest. I tell people I carry guns. I like weapon. I never claim anything about myself. So don't stop lying. Because you cannot refute me, you cannot answer me, and now you are saying to me, my followers, they treat me as a prophet. What prophet? What a false excuse to run away from a topic. This is the excuse? Your prophet is a false prophet. And you yourself, you keep saying to me, anything is embarrassing. Now you will say to me, the Quran, you have good things and have bad things. The bad things, somebody put it there. This is the easiest way of hypocrisy. If somebody can put something there, well, he can put everything there. If it's possible to have 50 chapters there are false, then what is the guarantee the other 50 chapters are not false? And the second we ask you questions, they are serious, and we give you the proof, you start talking about me. Hello? You know, the Muslims, because now they are ashamed of what their prophet said. Hello?
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. Wait, let me just check my voice because okay. There is something. I went and I opened the Bible.
Yeah.
With the help of someone, and I like there is like this.
I lost you. Hello? She had bad connection. I lost you. Okay, let me hang up and call her back. Let us mute Skype until she answers. This is Fatima, who called us last time. She's a Moroccan and she left Islam, if you remember. And we told her to read the Bible, so she have a question about the Bible. No, she is not a Muslim no more. She left Islam. She called me a few days ago. Let us call her again. Look like she's offline. All right, let's call another Muslim. If she come back, we will call her. Let us see this person here. This guy, he said, Assalamu alaikum. We called him, call declined. Well, let me block you then. What's wrong with people? Let us give him a chance. Hello? This is Fakira. Let us see if she is back. Hello?
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Because I'm playing your video on my computer, my phone's internet is not good.
Then don't play it. Just keep yourself with me in Skype.
Okay, so as I said, I opened like the Bible and I checked the part like of the creation, like Adam, and the story in the beginning, it's like kind of the same with Islam, like where Adam and Eve like came to the earth, blah blah blah, and then they had what's their names? Their first sons. What's their names? I forgot.
Cain and Abel.
I'm trying to.
Cain and Abel.
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah. Okay, no problem.
The names.
So what the question?
So yeah, like in the Muslim story, is that like the Eve, she had like male female like twins, and then she had male female, and basically, they the I'm trying to remember the names. I forgot. What do we call them?
Yeah, I know. Like supposedly Adam, his wife Eve, each time she gave birth to a twin, one boy, one girl, and then the second twin is one boy, one girl, and then they married, the first twin girl to the second twin boy, and vice versa. This is according to Islam.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
but like the first male, he was like jealous because he wants to marry his own like sister,
Yeah,
and
because his
then
sister she have a cross eyes, so it's not about jealous. The one sister she don't look good. So now
yeah, exactly, like
both of
because
them
one is
they wanna
prettier.
marry. Yeah, one of them they wanna marry one girl, and then they ask Allah to give Adam. He asked Allah for solution, so Allah told him, ask them to give qurban, which is a sacrifice, right?
Yes. Mm.
And then they gave sacrifice. One he gave potatoes, and the other one he gave lamb, sheep. And then
And
Allah,
then the fire came from the sky, and then it took the sheep, and
yeah,
basically that's the story.
yeah, we don't have such a story. This is fiction of
I
Muhammad.
know. I read the Christian version, and they said it's all there is, like they didn't say anything about females, and I was like shocked. It took me actually a while to realize that there is no females in the story. That the females appear after God, like after that the first kid killed the second one. And I was like, whoa, that's like this is so weird.
No, you see that
Because I didn't
there is no reason to mention the females, but there is females because actually the Quran is the only book that not mention even the word Eve. So we have the story of female. Eve is there, and now they are mentioning the males and their children, because always the children they will be named after their father, not after their mother. This is a tradition.
yeah.
So there is no reason for the female to be mentioned. Otherwise, in the Bible, there is tons of stories about females, even judges and prophets. But if there is a reason to mention them, the same as male. If there is no reason to mention a male, it's not going to be mentioned. Like when the Bible mentioned children all the way of Noah, etc. This is the only children they have. They have a lot of children, but they mention only specific names for a reason. Even the males, not everybody his name is mentioned. It's mentioned only a name which have a reason to mention. So like now, if I go and I travel from home from here to, let us say, to China, and in my way I met certain people. I met the one who gave me my seat in the airplane. I met the one who made my ticket in the airport. I met the security person. But then when I wrote my book, I said to when I went to China, but what about all the people I met in my way? They were there, but they are not important in the story. You know what I mean? So there's names are mentioned for a reason, and the reason have to be good reason, and there is people are not mentioned. So I go to China, and then I met with you, and then I will say I met with her, but I escape all the names, which without them actually I can't even do my journey. The one who is like the captain, the pilot of the airplane, the host, the security, all those people, the one who stamped my passport, the customs, all those are important. Any one of them can stop and cancel my journey. But I mentioned only I went all the way to China and I met with you because you are an important figure in the story. So the Bible is not a book of stories. The Bible is a book of reasoning to tell us and teach us something. It's not about just Adam, he have children. And actually your prophet, you are not a Muslim no more. According to Muhammad, he said that Eve, each time she gave birth, her son he died. Do you know that?
I to be honest, I don't know. There's a lot of things that they don't tell us, like for example, when I was Muslim, they only talk about the good things, like you have to be good, you have to give sadaqah, you have to
Yeah,
like they
but
just talk about the good things, but
to be good in Islam is not about being good, about being a Muslim, not about being good. According to Muhammad, that Eve, each time she tried to give birth, her first child, like the child, died right away. So Shaitan came to her, and he told her to call her son Abdul Harith.
Is this in Quran?
This is Hadith.
Oh,
Yeah. Do you know what Abdul Harith mean?
Abdul Harith.
Yes.
Harith, I don't know. I'm not sure
Harith,
about.
Harith is one of the names of Shaitan.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So,
I don't know.
yeah. So according to Muhammad, the Eve and Adam, they worship Shaitan, and they call their son the slave not of Allah, the slave of Shaitan. And here we ask ourselves then, as long the first because any child she want to give birth to, he will die. So the only child who live is the one whose name is Abdul Harith. And this hadith, like I put in the screen, it says here, the Prophet of Allah said, when Hawa become pregnant, Iblis came to her, and her children would not live after birth. So he said, which means Iblis, Shaitan, he said, name him Abdul Harith. So she named him Abdul Harith, and he lived. So that is among the inspiration of a Shaitan and his commands. So here we ask ourselves now, that's mean all the stories of Muhammad are stupid. Why? Because the first child of Adam is Abdul Harith.
It's not the two first boys.
This is the first boy. This is the first boy. Because as you see, all
no, I mean
all the
the
kids,
other ones
all the kids, when she gave birth, they die right away.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know this story. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, what you will know? I mean, Islam is a stupid religion. It's full of stories. Islam is a storyteller. You know, a guy. What Muhammad is trying to say here, that Shaitan, he kill your babies, and the baby will live is only the one he have his name. And then you ask yourself, how stupid is that is? Because now Allah could not protect the children of Eve, but Shaitan, he could. And now because Eve and Adam, they are worshipping Shaitan, and they called their son Abdul Harith, the slave of Shaitan, not the slave of Allah, he live. So who is the first son of Eve? Is Abdul Harith. And that destroy all the logic of Islam about how Adam and Eve came to existence.
And there's another thing. I don't think in Christianity, like, Adam is counted as a prophet, right?
No, he's not. You know, who will prophet to who? There's nobody.
Exactly. Like before, when like, because I came from a Muslim family, so I always took him as a prophet, and I always believed that he is a prophet, but I never asked how, and I even never like thought about it. But when I talked to my my friends from the other religions, they told me like, how, no, we don't take him as a prophet, and why would we even take him as a prophet? And I started thinking like, yeah, it's true. Like, how come he could be a prophet if there is nobody like there's only him and his wife? So,
you know, I will tell you a story. This is a true story, by the way. When I was in school, I was the best student in the whole school, but I was studying at home in my bedroom. there's no other student, so I was the best student. I mean, this is Muhammad. He come with the stupidest stories, and sometimes you wonder where he come with those stories from. What Muhammad here claiming, that supposedly Shaitan, he is the reason for our existence, and based on this, all of us, we are not the slave of Allah, we are a slave of Shaitan. So this is a stupid story. You know what? Nobody can believe in that, and that destroy all his story in other places, because now who is the first son? According to this, Adam is Abu Abdul Harith. Abu in Arabic, it means the father,
yeah,
correct? Yeah.
the father, yeah.
As long his son name is Abdul Harith, so his name is Abu Abdul Harith.
Yeah, so it means like he's the father of the slave of the Shaitan.
Exactly. You know, and he is a prophet of Allah. And Ibrahim, and notice, Adam is a prophet of Allah, and yet his son, his name is a slave of Shaitan. And not only that, the one who named him is Eve, so they blame the women, not Adam.
They blame the woman a lot in Islam.
Actually, Muhammad, he said, I don't know if you know that.
Worse than shaitan.
Muhammad, he claimed that if not Eve, no woman betray her husband. Do you know that?
But wait, like if there is no Eve, how come there will be any women or men? Oh my God.
Yeah, here, first of all, how Eve she betray her husband. You know, this is funny. But Muhammad, he said in the hadith that Allah Messenger saying, had it not been for the children of Israel, meat would not have gone bad. So Muhammad, he blamed the Jews even for the meat to go bad. And then had not been for Eve, a woman would never have acted unfaithfully toward her husband. Yeah, so they blame even the first woman, Eve, for everything, you know. So Eve is the one who called the son Abdul Harith. Eve, you know, in the Bible it says that Eve, she was deceived by Shaitan, and Shaitan, and Eve, you know, she spoke to her husband. But at the end of the day, both of them, they did the same sin. Doesn't matter who deceived first, who deceived second. Both of them, man and the woman, and both of them they are out of heaven. But Muhammad here, he make it so clear that if not Eve, no woman betray her husband.
I can see that, and I've never. I know this story. I know this story, but I don't know the hadith. I've never heard the hadith. But I just know the story because in my country, you know, to blame female, like to show that you are bad, they would say that. So
yeah. Did you speak to your father to talk to me?
Look, for my father, because he's in Morocco, and you know, like the time between Morocco and I think US is like 8 hours or something.
Yeah.
So like now when you are like live, he's sleeping,
Or
maybe
well, I can
like
go.
6.
Yeah, I can make it.
6
I
in the
can make it in
morning.
different time if you tell me which day he can talk to me.
He's I sent you like a message. He's like
Yeah, I
free
see the message now. I see
on
it.
weekends because he works like the whole week, so he's free on weekends.
Well,
And
if you can tell me when exactly, like give me like a day, let us say not tomorrow, maybe day after, and you say to me, can you like come
Saturday.
etc. time in the time of London, you know?
Okay,
Yeah.
London time. Okay, I will tell him.
Yeah,
Because I
like
told him.
London time, so we will not be confused, me and him, which time we're talking about. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I told him about you, and my dad and my mom start having doubts that I left Islam. I didn't want to tell them anything because
Yeah.
you know, it's like a hard thing to tell your
Yeah.
family, especially like if they are Muslim.
Yeah.
And yeah, my dad, he wants to watch your channel to get to know you because he never heard of you.
All right.
But the problem is that my live video, the last one, it's still on your channel. So I'm like I'm trying like to show him like maybe like a video or two, but when I'm planning to like make him like call you, so he wouldn't have much time to check everything.
Well,
Because if he
tell me which date I will hide that video for, like for that 2 hours when he will show up online, you know, so he will not see it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Because really,
I will be happy to talk to any of your family, or you know, family, cousins, or anybody. They are welcome. You know, I will be happy.
We don't have like I don't have good like relationship with my family.
Yeah, it's okay. It must be the reason is Eve.
No, it's just like family things, you know.
Yeah, all right.
Just like stuff. But anyway, yeah, like even my mom, like she heard me, like, because the way I start talking is different, like, because you know when you're Muslim, you say a lot of like inshallah or like something like that. I kind of like stop those things with them, and they're like, my mom was like, what now you're like you are atheist or what? Like, oh my god, I'm so like embarrassed now. Oh
no, don't be.
but
You see, you know, because soon you should be able to help them to leave Islam too, because you know you care for them, you love them, and you want to help them. You know, you don't want them to waste their time, their life, in following stupid religion, meaningless, doesn't make any good, for them. I just
Also,
say,
another thing, even if it didn't help them, I just switched them to understand why I also switched, so our relationship wouldn't go bad, you know.
no,
I
actually, for
mean,
us as a Christian, when somebody convert to Christianity, we encourage the person to keep good relationship with his family. Um, we are the ambassador of Christ. We are not the opposite. We don't teach hate, and we don't want you to, we don't hate Muslims, and we will never hate them. We want to help them, and we care for them. We care for them very much. I believe that, we can, Muslim, they can make a great Christians if they just ignore Muhammad and forget about the paganism of Islam. But we always encourage people to love their family, and because this is how Christians are. Christians about love, not about hatred and enmity. We don't want to be the enemy of Muslims. Muslim, because they follow Muhammad, they got us wrong. They think we hate them. They think we are their enemy. In fact, we are not. The number one in the world who help Muslims actually are the Christians and non-Muslims. If you go and you see where Muslims go for refugee, nobody go to Muslim countries. They go only for non-Muslim countries, because in Muslim countries, in order to help somebody, either they will take something from you. Like in Saudi Arabia, there is a Syrian woman. She is coming as a refugee. They told her, if you wanna to help you, we cannot bring you here for nothing. You have to marry somebody of us and your daughter too. So they want to sleep with them. They cannot give them a charity. There's no charity. There's always, they want something in return. You go to Europe, they will give them housing, food, shelter, school, medicine, free education, and nobody asking them for anything. And then what the Muslim they do in return, they spit at them and they say, oh, those are kuffar. But reality is, Satan is deceiving people. Those who they don't believe Islam, they are way better than those who follow Islam. How many people go as refugee to Morocco? Nobody. How many go to Saudi Arabia? Saudi Arabia is a rich country. Nobody. Qatar? Nobody. I mean, they have millions of empty houses. Nobody. Why the Syrians don't go to Saudi Arabia? They don't go. Even Erdogan, he used them to take money from the Christians in Europe. So reality is that Muslims, they speak too much of being good, but the second you check their fruits, and you know very well what I'm talking about, you will see nothing but ugly fruits. That is the truth.
to be honest, I didn't see anything good from especially Muslim men. I don't know about other countries, but like my countrymen, no. They will, you know, if they want something, they forget God. But if they want to blame you, then they will start using God and then using Quran and Hadith, and
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
There is a woman, she left Islam. She spoke to me once. Uh, she's an American. She converted to Islam, and then the sheikh, he came to her house, and he told her he want to explain to her some verses in the Quran, but she said, I cannot get you inside the house when I'm alone. But he said,
Yeah.
it's okay, it's okay, and it's okay, don't worry, nobody see us. And then she noticed that this guy who was telling the people in the mosque that women, they should not be with a strange man, they should not be alone with any strange man, you should not allow your wife to go without hijab, your daughter, but the second he got his chance to be with her, he said to himself, oh, this is an American, she is easy, she converted to Islam, but still she is, she is American, so I will go to her house and maybe we can have some fun. So she noticed right away that the same person who converted her to Islam is the same person he want to sleep with her. He's hating in her, trying to make to convince her to let him go inside the house. And she pushed him. She said, "You cannot get in. Aren't you the one who told us just yesterday? In the study that a woman should not be alone with the man. Aren't you the one who said that the Prophet said when a man and a woman they are together, the shaitan will be the third? So why you want to get in?" And then she started studying more, and she noticed that the Muslims, when she converted to Islam, they are very nice, very, you know, friendly. They invite her dinner, lunch, etc. But then the more and the more she is inside the society, she noticed how this society from inside is so corrupt. The gossip and the enmity and the hatred, and how family they hate each other, and how the cousin hate each other, and how the brothers they hate each other. But in outside, they are a strong society. They are a family. All of us, we support each other. But the second you go between, you will see how much worms inside the wood. It's like a wood look good from outside, but the termite ate the wood from inside. So this woman, then she learned about a story of a woman Muhammad he took and he raped, and she asked the sheikh about her, and he said to her, "What? Why not? She is, she is not a Muslim. She was a Jew, and he can rape her. Why not?" So she said to him, "Well, I was a few weeks ago, I was not a Muslim. Are you saying you can rape me? You know?" Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, so she decided to leave Islam, but but she learned the hard way. She took Shahada, she started dressing as a Muslim, wearing hijab, she pray, she liked it very much in the beginning, but the more she is with them, the more she noticed how corrupt this society, and how awkward, and how how backward, like they are. They have always double standard for everything. So it's haram to steal, but if you steal it from non-Muslim, it's okay. It's haram to lie, but you can lie to your wife, to your husband, to your friends, to your enemy. Who is left? It is haram to curse, but the Prophet, he can curse, and he can even beat Muslims. It's haram. There's many haram, but then every one of them, he justify everything he want to do in his religion. As an example, Muhammad, he said a man, he can do mut'ah. Then Muhammad forbid the mut'ah. Then Muhammad, he allowed the mut'ah. Then Muhammad forbid the mut'ah. Then Muhammad allowed the mut'ah. The second you ask the Muslims why Muhammad forbid the mut'ah, why he allowed the mut'ah, they give you a million reason to explain it, and then you will find that you ask them, do you do mut'ah today? They say no. You ask why? They say it's prostitution.
I asked my dad about mut'ah, and he was like, "Oh no," because most Muslims are Sunnah. He said Sunni, we don't have that. Like only Shia who
Yeah, that's
do that.
false. That's false.
And I'm
Actually,
like,
no, this is false.
okay, okay.
I'm sure that you heard that the Muslim Sunni, they have many kind of message, zawaj, like
Oh no, in
marriage.
Morocco, because we follow like the law of the country, and we're like kind of we have also like French, like we took our
Law from the French, but
law
still,
from
men, they
the
can
French.
marry,
Yeah.
but still they can marry,
Yeah.
right? They can marry more than one wife, right?
Now it's so hard. Like if like
But isn't it the king?
basically
Isn't it the
you
king
can't.
himself? Isn't it the king himself? He have many wives. He have 2 wives or 3 wives.
The this king, no, he
No.
doesn't.
Oh, okay.
No, his father,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Yeah, but this king, he even divorced his wife. Now he's single. But except far from that, like the thing, I don't know if it's because of the culture or because of the religion, but in my country, if a man start dating, because like teenagers, they start dating. If a male start dating, it's totally fine. Like
Yeah, he
even the
sleep
father will be like,
around. They are
"Oh
proud of
yeah, you
him.
became a man.
Yeah,
My son became a
they will
man."
they will be proud about him. But if a girl she do that, they will make a drama. Yeah,
They will.
all Middle East is the same. It's not only Morocco. All all Middle East. Even Arab Christians, they are they have some hypocrisy like the Muslim too. Like if the boy he go and he date girls, like it's fine. But if the girl she do the same, that like the gate of hell will open her. Yeah, but we are talking about Islam. Islam is really destroy society, because you see the base of a family, of society, is a family, and then if a family is not stable and the family don't believe that man and women are the base of the family, how we can have a society? I remember when I was a kid, I went to visit a child. He is in my age. He's a Muslim. He come to my house. I go to his house, and then once he said a very bad word to his brother, to the mother of his brother. I said to him, "How you say that word? How you say that to your mom, stupid?" He said to me, "Oh, his mom is not my mom." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, his mom is not my mom. I said, "Isn't his your brother?" He said, "Yeah." So for me, as a Christian kid, I could not swallow it. How his mom is not the same mother of this kid? So when I went home, I asked, my parents. They said to me, the Muslims, they have more than one wife, not like us. We have, one man, one woman. And then I noticed how much the family inside the house is divided. And you will notice the same story appear in the Quran, where the wives of Muhammad, they are fighting against. There is actually two parties. The Quran speaks of two parties of Hafsa and the party of Fatima, sorry, of Aisha. So imagine we have Republican and Democrat, or liberals and and inside the house of Muhammad. So Islam divide the house. There is no unity. There is no love. Women are treated like a chicken, and their job is to make babies. And when the woman she get a little bit older, we replace her with a new woman, younger. She's more
Yeah.
beautiful and she can do better belly dancing.
And I know this because my grandpa he had two wives, so I know how it is. Like it's so weird. Like that. First of all, there is no equality. Like they would say, you have to like in order to marry another wife, they have like you have to treat them equally. Blah 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 blah. But to be honest, there is no equality, and
You see, even the stupid Quran says, "وَلَن تَعْدِلُوا." You will never be able to do the
you
equality.
can't.
No,
You
but
can't.
this is telling you how stupid the Quran. How it says, go and do boom boom to 1 and 2 and 3. And he made a condition to be what? To be fair. This is chapter 4, verse number 3. But in the same chapter, chapter 4, verse 129, it says, and you will not be able to treat them justly. The Muslim, they say the word perfectly. That's false. It says, وَلَن تَسْتَطِيعُوا أَن تَعْدِلُوا بَيْنَ النِّسَاءِ وَلَوْ حَرَصْتُمْ. So you cannot be able to be just between the women. But in the same chapter, chapter 4, verse number 3, it says, go and do boom boom to 2 and 3 and 4. And if you cannot be just, then only one. But that's mean Muslim, they should not marry more than one because nobody can be just, as we showed you in chapter 4, verse number 129. So Quran is full of contradiction, and here you see how Muhammad is teaching the Muslims supposedly ethic, but he himself he keep marrying many women, and the women they are fighting, and we have tons of reference in the Quran and in the Hadith about it. They are fighting specifically because Muhammad was not treating them justly.
I always asked my dad, like, why men can marry a lot of women, but women cannot marry a lot of men. I mean, this is, I mean, in my brain when I was a kid, like, if it's like this way, then it should be the other way too. And he was like, no, men at that time, they used to get married, like, to a lot of women because there was war, and then those women, maybe they have kids and
In
stuff,
fact,
so to
you see,
support
in
them.
fact, look what happened. They are saying there is war, right? There's war.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, Now in China, and you live in China right now, right? In
Yeah,
China,
it's now. Oh my god! So
yeah,
just oh my god! It's
there is
I'm
more females. There is more females than males, right?
no, there is more male than female.
Oh, sorry.
Here there is.
There's sorry. There is no more male than female. So now, uh, a woman she can marry 4 male in China, according to the logic of your
Exactly.
dad.
Exactly. Really, like I used to tell him that, and he was like, "Oh, well, at that time there was war." And I asked him, "Then there is no war now. Why they're still marrying like four?" And he was like, "Well, to be honest, I didn't get like a satisfying answer,
When
and I
Muhammad,
already
when Ali, he
forgot what he
wanted to
said."
marry additional wife. over his wife, which is the daughter of Muhammad. Do you know what Muhammad said?
No.
Not, you cannot do that to my daughter.
Really?
See,
Where is it? Can you show me the reference?
yeah, I can look for it. Yeah, you know, this is how hypocrite Muhammad is. Uh,
Yeah, it's true. Like, for example, if my dad, he didn't marry any other, like he have only one wife. But let's say, for example, if he was married to uh uh more wives, or let's keep the example that he's married only to my mom, and I got married to, let's say, a Muslim man, and my husband wants to marry another wife. Of course, I don't think my dad will want that, but for him it's okay, because it's, you know.
yeah, you know, the Muslims, you know, always they give excuses. So, as an example, Muhammad, he says, "The one who hurt Fatima is hurting me." So he told the Muslims, you can have any four wives, and you can keep marrying, divorce as much as you wish. But the second the man he want to do that, who is marrying to his own daughter, he said to him, no, 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 no. The one who hurt Fatima, he is hurting me. The one who tortured Fatima is torturing me. So he is saying that marrying another wife is a torture for the first wife. So you know, this is how hypocrite he is. And let me see here if I can show you this hadith here in English. Yeah, and if you ask the Muslim, they say, oh, this is only the case for Fatima. Other women, yes, it's okay, but only for Fatima, it's okay.
No, because when like if that thing coming from you, you will feel pain. But if it's happening to other people, of course you wouldn't like it. It's like China now, because their leader, he can, he's now abroad. He's not even in China. He can go out, whatever. He's having fun, so he doesn't feel the pain of us that we're in lockdown and
Yeah,
we can't even find food to eat. But if his daughter was one of us, like for example, of course he would feel that pain. But no, because
yeah,
his daughter now is studying in US.
yeah.
So
They always
yeah, let them
they
let
always
them
have a privilege, you know. The normal people they die, like even Muhammad he says that Fatima is from me, and I am afraid that if she marry, if Ali he marry another woman, that will cause fitna to Fatima, will cause disaster in her religion. She will leave Islam. So imagine how bad it is to for a girl, for a woman, that her husband is marrying a second wife just because it is his daughter now, you know. But if it is different women, it's okay. He encouraged Muslims to marry as many as they can. But if Ali, he did that to his daughter, let me post the hadith here in the comment section so people can see it and save it. And that will show how hypocrite this man is. Because, you know, if a man is coming with religion, the religion is for everybody. There's no special treatment. Muhammad and his family, they have always a special treatment. A Muslim man, he can marry four, no problem. Nobody can ask him even why he beat his wife. But the second you want to do that to Muhammad, why is a daughter, then you are in trouble. You cannot do that, you know. Yeah,
you see women, like especially Muslim women, they just want like to be like to have like this basic good treating, like the normal thing that everyone should have actually. But when a Muslim woman talks, they be like, oh, those feminists, blah blah blah. It's not feminism. This is like a basic right. I should. Oh my god.
yeah,
I swear, like.
and always, you know, the Muslims usually they try to frame you with something in order to shut you up. They give you a title to make you afraid to be called that title, like feminist or etc. So, you know, like you will get scared. Oh, they are saying this about me. I will not talk about it no more. You know, it's just a, you know, let us say expired way of convincing. You know, what your parents are trying to do. You know, I don't blame them, by the way. I mean, they grow up in such a society, and this is what they learn. But for you,
No, you know, because for my parents, it's just that their thing is that I should be a good Muslim, you know, like I should pray and stuff. Like my mom, when she heard my conversation with my dad, she sent me a video about a guy talking about Jesus and saying that Jesus is Muslim too. So for them it's just that I have to stay Muslim, like a good Muslim, you
you
know.
know, but ask yourself. I called you Fatima before. I will call you Fatima today.
It's
So
okay.
Fatima, listen. If Jesus is a Muslim, so how come he is not a child molester like Muhammad?
Look,
Why he don't
I
kill
told
people,
them.
and why he don't go and do war so he can steal panties like Muhammad, and why he don't attack caravan, and why he said love your enemy, not about take revenge from
No,
your enemy.
they said he is Muslim because he believe in one God, and also uh, like if
Who care about believing in one
Muhammad was
God? You see,
there.
there is people worship Shaitan. Shaitan is God for them. He is one God. What that mean? So if somebody worships one God, that make him Muslim. That's stupid, you know. So
what what are the things that makes you Muslim first? Is the shahada, like you have to say
that is
ashhadu an la
that
ilaha,
is
yeah,
additional stupid thing, because even the Islam, even Allah, he took shahada. Allah is witnessing to who?
Allah is Muslim too.
Honestly,
Anyway,
no, don't you know that? Don't you know that Allah is he took shahada and he converted to Islam?
can you, like, I'm not sure which one are you exactly talking about.
Okay, I will show you. Here we go. Chapter 3, verse number 18. It says, "Shahid Allahu anna la ilaha illahu."
Oh, yeah, I know this one.
Yeah. So what Allah is taking shahada to who? That is the most stupid statement ever. You know, Allah is witnessing that there's no God but Him. What the heck is that?
And Muhammad is his
I am
messenger.
alone. I am alone in my room, and now I'm going to witness that there is no CP but CP. This is why I don't have a mirror in my house, because I don't want to talk into myself like Allah. What a stupid religion. I mean, did you see the videos in YouTube? A reaction of the dog to the Quran, a reaction of the dog to the adhan.
They're everywhere. A reaction of a baby to Aden, reaction to, I don't know, like donkey to Aden, like
Yeah.
a reaction. They say when donkey starts honking, then he saw shaitan, and if he stopped, then he saw like malaika. Oh my God! Look, what has donkey to do with shaitan? Like,
listen, but the funny here that Muhammad, when he saw the first time the angel, he could not recognize if he's an angel or not. You know that?
I heard you saying that before in a video.
Yeah. So his wife, Khadija, she asked him when he see him next time that he should tell her. And then when he saw him in the corner of the room, he don't talk to him. So she said, when you see him, tell me, my cousin. You know, the Muslim, they call the husband my cousin. So he told her, oh, I see him now. So she said to him, go stand up and sit down in the top of my left leg. He did, like a kid. And then she said to him, do you see him now? He said no. It's yes. So she said, okay, stand up and sit down in the top of my right thigh. And she asked him, do you see him now? He said yes. And then Khadija, she asked him to sit in the top of her, and she took off her clothes. And she said, like, they want to have sex. And then she said to him, do you see him now? He said no. So she said, praise be to Allah, this is not a shaitan, this is an angel. You ask the Muslims, how did she discover that's an angel? I mean, the guy want to have sex, and now he left. They said because angels are shy.
What?
Angels are shy. So Jibreel was in the corner, he don't talk. And this is the book of Sirah Nabawiyah, Ibn Hisham, volume number 1, page number 239. And this is the story, Al-Maktab al-Islamiyya, in front of everybody. I will post the link for the chat. And I will use Google translation, so you can read it in English. But for you, you know Arabic, so you can read it. So you will see that Khadija, she, she asked him to sit in the top of her right leg, left leg, sit in the top of her. He took off her clothes, and then a very funny, stupid story. And then Muhammad, he do not know if this is an angel or shaitan. But you just mentioned the hadith that a donkey, he knew the shaitan.
Yeah, and also like when
No,
like
but did you notice what happened now? A donkey, he knew the shaitan. He can make differentiation between the donkey and the rooster. Rooster, when he see an angel, he scream, right? He make a cuckoo, cuckoo. And the donkey, when he see the shaitan, he do the voice of donkey. So the funny is that a rooster and a donkey, they are more qualified to recognize who is shaitan and who is an angel, but Muhammad is not. Did you notice this?
Yeah, and also like Roaster knows Adhan time.
Yeah, this is a different story, but sure, he's a Muslim.
Yeah,
He's a
it's just
Muslim.
that like
Yeah.
I never thought of this stuff before, to be honest. Like I used to take them, because I was a child, and I just I don't think of them much, but reading them and kind of analyze them is
Yeah, it's a stupid religion, but like sometime human being, because he live in a certain atmosphere, and thanks now to the internet, the Muslim, they are trying to use it to convert people into Islam, but at the same time, the same internet is a huge problem for Islam, because now Muslim, they were able to control a huge part of the media. They are very active in the internet. They have a lot of money, but even that is not working, because at the end of the day, we have proofs and we have reference, and what they say is totally different from what is in their books. So at the end of the day, even when somebody convert to Islam after a year, 2 or 3 years, he leave Islam because he get disappointed about how much they lie to him or to her. There's a guy, his name is brother Ishmael. I don't know if you heard of him.
no. I don't.
This guy, I made fun of him many times in my videos, refuting him. He was speaking about how amazing Islam is. So anyway, this guy, between me and him, we have a lot, like the same as many Muslim, I made videos against them. And then one day, this guy, he decided, suddenly, he changed the name of his channel, and he made his channel name Don't Convert to Islam.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Like somebody told me like the his channel at the beginning, it was like convert to Islam, and then
Yeah.
he changed it
This
to
guy, look what happened. Look what happened. The Muslim, they wanted to use him for their benefit. And he did actually, he worked so hard to convert people to Islam. And because he liked it too much, he decided to study Arabic. But when he studied Arabic, he noticed that everything they told him is a lie, because now he can read. And this was the big problem. So they took him all the way to Mecca. He studied for free, I think. Like they give him like a scholarship because he's a convert. He went there, he learned Arabic, and now he read perfect Arabic. Actually, I was surprised how good his Arabic is. And then when he started reading Arabic, he noticed that he was a fool. And now he made a channel that says, don't convert to Islam. And then the funny is, the guy, he was a Muslim for 16 years. He have thousands of videos defending Islam. The second he left Islam, the Muslim, they say to him, you never been a Muslim, you are a hypocrite, you are a liar.
yeah.
And you yourself, you are a Moroccan, born of a Moroccan family. Trust me, they will say you are not, you never been a Muslim.
Look, I've seen the comments from our last time, and some people were like, she's a paid actress. Oh no, she's not Muslim, she's fake, she can't speak Arabic. Dude, what? I wish I was paid actress. I need money. I swear I need money.
Oh boy.
Now we're in quarantine.
How much you got paid?
Oh, a lot.
You know, once
So,
there's a guy. His name is Muslim Programmer. No, actually, in Paltalk, I used to do program in Paltalk, like now on YouTube. And then one day, I went to a Muslim chat room, and the Muslims, they said, Christian Prince, we have you recorded. We got you busted. I said, what happened? They said, now we know how you convert people to Islam. I said, in the chat. They didn't give me the microphone. I said, how? They play my voice saying, bring me one Muslim, I will give you 5 hamburger. I was joking, you know. So they bring me one Muslim. This is the Christian. I'm asking the Christians to bring me one Muslim, and I will give you 5 hamburgers. Then the Muslim, they claim that I am giving every Muslim 5 hamburger to leave Islam. So they gave me the microphone.
wow.
They said how you can refute that? I said, well, I have to admit this is the truth. Muslims are exchanging their God for 5 hamburger. The second I said that, they start cursing me. May Allah kill you. May Allah destroy you. I said, you are the one who said that. Why are you upset? You said that Muslims, they are leaving Islam because I'm giving them 5 hamburgers. So this is how cheap Allah is. For 5 hamburgers, Muslim leave. So Fatima, how many hamburgers you want?
Chinese burgers are not delicious.
Chinese burger. You know, last time I was in China, I did
No,
not. I
the
did not.
China, you know, it's not the China, that China anymore. Now it's really bad.
It's locked down. Yeah, locked down. Everything locked down, huh?
We're locked in our school, like in our rooms, like we can't even go out. So we just eat anything they give us, and the
Yeah.
food is trash. Like it's really bad.
Yeah, what you can do. But I hope you will go home soon and you will be fine.
Um, yeah.
Yeah. All right, Fatima. Anything else you want to say to the people here before we keep going?
Oh, yeah. First of all, I'm not fake. I'm Arab. I'm like
Because do you say something in Arabic so you can convince them? And speak
uh,
Morocco. Speak Moroccan.
هادوك اللي تيقدروا يفهموا العربية راني عربية ماشي أمريكانية ماشي ما نعرف منين أنا راني مغربية عربية and yeah I speak the dialect more I can speak proper
Yeah.
Arabic.
No, it's okay. She's speaking a Moroccan dialect, which is not really. It's totally different. I mean, the Moroccan is so different from what the normal Arab they speak, but I can understand what she is saying. Yeah, this is a Moroccan dialect. Well, now you prove to them that you are Moroccan, but now look, they will say you are a Moroccan who sent by you are a Moroccan genie. You are not a Moroccan Muslim. You are a Moroccan genie because you laugh like a genie and you talk like a genie. All right, and obviously you are a genie who been given 5 hamburgers by Christian Prince. And now you are the reason you are taking 5 hamburgers because you live in China, and now everybody heard you saying that they are not giving you good food in China. You are locked down inside the school, so this is a very good reason to leave Islam for 5 hamburger.
you know
story.
at the end of the day you can't convince everyone like
Who
if
care?
they want
No, you see, we
I
don't
saw the comments
we
and I
don't
was like
care. We
it's
don't care
okay.
what they say. We don't care what they
I was
say.
like, look, I swear I was like, it's okay. I mean, I got what I want, you know. I'm here
Exactly.
just to talk to you, not to them. Believe me or not, that's your own problem.
Yeah, who cares?
I have so many other problems to
Yeah.
take care of.
No, this is
Last thing, I download like an app. It's called it's for like those things that you can read before sleeping or something because I need this. I feel like I need this.
yeah.
Because I got used to the Islamic one. And I found something. They said, فَلْنَشْكُرْ صَانِعَ الْخَيْرَاتِ الرَّحُومُ Allah. And I was like, this Allah is what's about it? Because this is Christian app.
You see, yeah, I told you that the Middle Eastern, the Arab Christian, until now they are using the word Allah, but this is not right. However, they use it as a word meaning God, but they don't worship the same God. But for me, I believe this is very wrong for Christians, Arab Christian, to use the word Allah. But for you, you can take it as just saying God, you know. We don't worship Allah, we don't care for Allah. But
no. Like God is God. Maybe this is just a name, you know, like
No, Allah. This is why it's wrong, because Allah is Allah. Al is a word meaning God in Aramaic. La is the name of the God. So La is the moon god. So the Arab Christians, because they are under the influence and the occupation of ISIS for 1400 years, they've been forced to to speak. Even some of them, they are not Arab. They've been forced to speak Arabic. They're forced to
yeah, we
to
have
say,
that in the language, you know, like
yeah.
like for example, if you want to tell somebody like I'm coming or something, or like I will give you something, like you say inshallah or something like
Yeah,
that.
so it
It's
became a
now it's in the
tradition.
language.
Yeah, but for me, here we go. I'm an Arab. I don't say those words. I will never use them. Yeah, when I was in the Middle East, I'm born in this society. This is what they use, so you use it. But then the more you read, the more you understand, and the more you notice that this is the last thing I would like to do. You know. But anyway, in your case, you are just coming out of Muslim society, and there is a language you are used to say. Uh, it's what you meant in your heart, not really exactly what you say in your mouth. But if you can control your tongue and not use the word Allah, say Lord, so God, so Rabbi, there's many
What about
words.
ilah?
Ilah is just, yeah, you can say it, sure. Ilah it's a word meaning God.
Okay.
Ilah. Ilah is coming from the word il. Il. Ilah, the sound ha is like is a musical sound. So il is the word. Il is a word meaning God. Rabbi, like in Hebrew they say Rabbi. Rabbi is my Lord, my Lord. So you can say Rabbi, you can say Ilah, you can say Al Ilah. There's many words you can use for God.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so
Well, I'm
much.
glad now you are reading the Bible and you are learning. Very good.
Yeah, I'm like I'm trying to check because there's a lot of things like, especially like I opened the first page and they were talking about the wait, I have the Bible here actually, the creation of the world, and in Quran like you just start with Bismillah Rahman Rahim, Al-Fatiha, and it's a different.
Yeah, you see, the Bible is a very organized book,
Yeah,
everything is
it's
in a
actually
place. If you want to
it's
see
really
how,
organized.
yeah, how where God he created the earth and the heaven, etc., you go to Genesis. So every book have reasons and have a name and have a purpose. In the Quran, you want to read about Moses, you don't know what to read about Moses. It's all over the place.
Even the stories in Quran are like divided in a lot of surah.
Yeah, it's
So
not even in one place. It's all over the place. Even the same chapter sometime, suddenly he stopped talking about a person and jumped talking about different story. And then suddenly after 20 verses, he come back to So because the Quran never was a book, Quran, this is even the Muslim agreeing that this is a collection of what Muhammad said that he received from Allah. Never was a book really.
yeah, exactly. Like when you ask them why is it the stories are divided in like it's all in all the place, they'd be like, oh yeah, because like the surah and the parts were like uh, munazzalin in different, like divided and stuff. So like it's never it's kind of mixing, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not a book, and even the Quran called the Christians the people of the book, but the Muslims are not called the people of the book. Even the Quran itself have to admit that the only people of the book is the Christians and the Jews. Muslims have no place in it. They don't. What the heck is that?